Yep, here we are. Level 2. I'm going to be doing it on easy. I'm not going to be doing it on like mega hard and taking too long. I'm hoping that these videos will be a lot shorter that way. Being able to sort of blast through them and get them sort of uploaded. I know the first video is a bit of a watch, about 35 minutes, but it kind of did take into account.
We're lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian can't do much to protect the city with that one. But it needs a warp drive if we ever hope to fight beyond Earth. And that Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again.
Yeah, the first video did take into account all of the cutscenes and the intro and all that kind of bullshit and the character creation.
A Guardian ship was recently shot down here. If the Fallen haven't gotten to it, there might be parts we can salvage.
Right. I really must remember that when we're in flight, it tends to talk and there's dialogue. I try to stop myself from talking over it, but there is subtitles for that very reason. There we are. Recon, whatever. I know where to go. I know what I'm doing, and at least this way I've got better jumps, better weapons, and I can hopefully, fingers crossed, blast through this a lot quicker than I did when I first played it. I know that even though I'm level 32, I think the game...
The ship's avionics are completely catatonic, but I can call their last transmission. They managed to restore an information hub here. Down in the tunnels below. We should check it out.
Yeah, I think the game does sort of compensate for that. Now, even though this is a single player mission, you do sometimes get the chests that you might get in the patrols. Or do you? Yes, you do, because I've just spotted one as I spoke. Here's a chest up here. So you can pick up stuff. I mean, there's nothing I'm really going to need from inside this chest. Oh, piss. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, just opened it up. Glimmer. Glimmer's what I'm after. Those little blue sort of ice cubes in the corner on the right-hand side above spin metal. That's Glimmer. That's the currency, or one of the currencies that you find in the game. Now, I'm really not interested in, doing a lot of combat. Let's be honest. Some of these are so easy to bump off. There's another one for Glimmer. It's kind of like not really worth it. I know that sounds a bit daft. I know you don't really benefit from killing them, but apart from ranking up weapons. Actually, I tell you what, let me just switch over. I've got the the Oversol Edict, whatever. I'll dismantle this piece of shit. That's the one I want to rank up. I've only got that little bit. There's like a little bit left. You can see on the corner, the sort of between 11 and 12 or 10 and 12 or something on the circle. I've got the helium filaments. I've got the radiant energy. I just need to have the XP, which I might get now through playing a couple of these levels.
Entire area. What we really need to find is a warp drive, so we can jump to any planet or moon. Our only hope is where we found our ship. We have to go back.
So basically we have to go back to where we found the ship, which, if you remember, there was a big bastard climbing out of the wall as we did so. Now, one thing you'll notice, especially with my style of gameplay when it comes to the single player mode, is don't get involved in any sort of unnecessary combat.
Scanning for the warp drive. Bad news. It's already in fallen hands. I hope you're ready for this.
Right, respawning restricted. Basically, if I die, that's it. I can't come back to life. Although, let me just have a quick look. Shit, I've got Void Walker on. If I had Sunsinger on, that would help, because I could come back to life then, which I might do for later levels, especially if I want to get through them quickly and I don't want to restart it. But yeah, I think the game does compensate, even though these are level 2. I'm not kind of... I think it does bring my... It does sort of compensate then for my strength and power.
It's in the walls.
Right, this is the Black Hammer. It's a Crota raid sniper weapon, and if you get 3 sort of critical hits in a row, critical hits are when the points that you see are yellow and not white. You know, so when you see the yellow points like you did there, that means you got a critical hit, which you hit them in the most, well, I suppose, painful of all. But as this bloke is down very quickly, I can't show you it now, but this Black Hammer, what it does, you've got 3 bullets in the gun, in the chamber, or in the cartridge, whatever you call it. If I continuously get critical hits, the bullets never ever need to be reloaded. I just keep going and keep going and keep going until I miss, which is perfect for some of the bosses and the bad guys. For now, I'm just going to finish the guy off to be done with it. But later on, when you get tougher bosses, this kind of weapon would be most beneficial.
You just killed an Archon, and we got a warp drive. This could cripple the Fallen. We need to go see the speaker.
Right, yeah, we need to go and see the speaker. So we're going to be headed to the tower. I think this might be automatic. I can't remember. If it's not, I'll do it again in this video, as we're only 8 minutes into recording. Not gonna get any rewards for doing it because I've done it before. And here we have the fucking black screen of doom. Loading, 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 etc. I suppose maybe I don't notice it that much. When I'm not recording.
There was a time when we were much more powerful. But that was long ago. Until it wakes and finds its voice, I am the one who speaks for the traveler. You must have no end of questions, Guardian. In its dying breath, the Traveler created the ghosts to seek out those who can wield its light as a weapon. Guardians to protect us and do what the Traveler itself no longer can.
What happened to it?
I could tell you of the great battle centuries ago. How the Traveler was crippled. I could tell you of the power of the darkness, its ancient enemy. There are many tales told throughout the city to frighten children. Lately, those tales have stopped. Now, the children are frightened anyway. The darkness is coming back. We will not survive it this time.
Its armies surround us. The Fallen are just the beginning.
What can I do?
You must push back the darkness. Guardians are fighting on Earth and beyond. Join them. Your ghost will guide you. I only hope he chose wisely.
I did. I'm sure of it. We're in this together now.
Right then, okay. Controls are now back with me. Earth and level 3 story, The Dark Within. I'll stop this now and I'll start up level 3 next video. See you then.